Yo, that's what I look like? Alright, let's go. Let's go. This is it. Hey everyone, my name is Joseph, and this is the Super Cup of Joe. I don't drink coffee. I was actually water. The name is just clever, and so I took it. My friends know me for being the movie guy and do movie reviews on Instagram and Letterboxd, but so now I'm going to be doing videos, but I'm also going to be talking about mental illness. I know a lot of people go through it. I know a lot of people lost loved ones because of it, and I know people now that are going through it and don't really know how to handle it. I've dealt with it my whole life, and it never goes away. Once you have it, you got it. You got to learn to cope with it. I've technically taken my life twice, and I'm still here, so I feel like I know what I'm doing, and I hope I can help you guys. So in this video, it's going to be basically a recap and introduction of my life to you guys, and give you examples, those short examples. I'll talk more in other videos with certain topics, but I just want to give you get you guys familiar with me, you know. So for me, it started in grade 12. The dread of not knowing what I was going to do after school really bugged me. Growing up, I didn't like anything. I didn't know anything, or I didn't know what I could do. You know, everyone's like, "Well, what do you like to do?" I was like, "I don't know." I like playing basketball, but I'm not good to be a basketball player, right? So yeah, it was just that people coming up to you like, "Where do you see yourself in this couple years?" I never had an answer, and it was it just bugged me, and stuff and I knew people. I knew for the future, people had to do something, right? So with me, it was just I'm gonna be a nobody, so there's no point. So I better get out of here, you know. So one day I was actually in this room, and I was watching Public Enemies with Johnny Depp and Christian Bale. Good movie. That day I planned to hang myself with this metal bar behind the camera, and actually it's somewhere, I think it's yes, right here. So I tried to hang myself with a skipping rope. I was this dead set and doing it. At the same time I was watching the movie still. I had to close the door. I tied everything up, got in the chair, kicked this chair back, and I was just holding on like this at the same time I was watching the TV. I was there for 10 seconds, and then a scene came on in the movie. It was near the end, and started to struggle out, not from a panic mode or anything. It was more, I struggled out because I wanted to see what was going to happen at the end of the movie, and that was weird for me. It wasn't oh my god, I can't believe I just tried to do that. It was just more no, I struggled out because I was paying attention to the movie. So that happened. I didn't tell any of my parents or my family, but a couple days later at school I told a teacher, and then she told the principal and everything, and then I was rushed to the emergency room. I started seeing a psychiatrist. I was on medication on and off. My mom introduced me to old friend of hers who happened to be a Jehovah's Witness. He was a nice person. I told him about me. He told me about himself. He told me what he did. Every once in a while, we would come over. We do study lessons and all that stuff. And I learned too much. Again, I couldn't handle what I was taking in. I learned so much too fast, and I wasn't ready for it. And now I was afraid of hell and heaven. You know, I was I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. And it was just bad. I was in a really, really, really dark place. And after school, I didn't work for a year. I did nothing. I didn't go outside and hang out with my friends. Didn't play video games. I was really just watching porn all the time, you know. that's another video for another time. So again, the heaven and hell thing, that's bugging me now. It's like, fuck, I don't want to be here, man. So I was like, all right, I gotta come up with something else. So second attempt, I gave myself a deadline. I was like, all right, I'm gonna try it again, but this time I'll do it after I watched The Dark Knight Rises. The movie came out, wanted to see it. And I saw the movie, and then a little bit after, I saw the Man of Steel trailer, and I was like, holy crap, you know what, I want to see that movie too. I was like, all right, I'll push it back, I'll wait until that movie comes out. And then I kept doing that with big movies that kind of create a distraction with big gaps, hoping I would find something to keep me alive, you know? But it was always in the back of my head. I was like, no, one day you're gonna do this. But distractions, my dog Panda, I love my dog. She's helped me out a lot. I started going downtown, drinking, partying with my friends. Honestly, I wouldn't recommend it now, but like, because I wasted so much money. But it's a good time, but I feel like there's better ways you can deal with it. I started work. I finally got my first job at a warehouse, and then a couple months later, I started working at McDonald's. I quit, went back, that's another video I'll do in the future. And I eventually started working 3 jobs, so I was just constantly busy and distracted, but it was really draining. I was trying to find love. I was falling in love with every single girl I met. But again, in the back of my head, there was that voice telling me that, yo, you know you're gonna kill yourself soon, right? So there's no point of, you know, doing, like, trying to create a relationship if you're gonna end it, you know? So that was going on. I checked in the ER a couple times, the emergency room a couple times. I started telling friends, opening up on Facebook, venting to people, and it felt good because when you vent to your friends, they tell you what you want to hear, they make you feel better and stuff. But I think it's not what you need to hear, because you're never gonna fix your problem. It's more like you're just putting a band-aid on, and the scar's still there, you know. So on and off, I was okay. I had ups and downs. I tried to make a life insurance account with the intention to kill myself. So like once I did it, like stuff would be paid off. But I did more research and found out you can't do that. So I was trying everything I could to pay off little things, but I couldn't. But it wasn't gonna work. But so it was just up and down through all the years. I lost a lot of friends, a lot of people I knew passed away. Fast forward to January of last year, an incident happened, and I took an easy way out, I guess. Before I was, the couple months before this happened, I was okay. I felt good, but when something happened, it was like this is your quick way out. Because if I wanted to do it again, I was like, it has to be quick and painless, you know. So I was just like, all right, you know what? It's something told me in my head, this is it. This is what you want. This is what you always wanted. You wanted to do this. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna do it. And I downed a full bottle of my antidepressants and sleeping pills. Worst feeling I ever had in my life. I never want to experience that again. I felt my body shutting down. My mouth got dry and started shutting, and I was mumbling as loud as I could. I was on the phone with a friend trying to give her my address. My sister heard me, came down running. She was screaming, crying, trying to keep me awake while she was on the phone with the 911. I heard my mom screaming upstairs, and that was another bad feeling. Like, just knowing I was crap, I can't do anything. It's like, I didn't want, like, you know, like, again, it was like before I was like, yep, this is what I wanted. And as soon as it happened, when I realized what was going on, I was like, no, this is not what I wanted. And like, this is wrong, all wrong. My 2 younger brothers carried me up to the paramedics, and when I got on the stretcher, that's when I went black and woke up in the hospital. And when I woke up, everything was different. Like, it's gonna sound cheesy, but I felt like I was reborn in a way. Like, it was just everything. It was like time. It was again, it's something I've looked up now. People have weird experiences, near death experiences. They experience stuff, and I feel like I've experienced something. But again, it's hard to explain, and people, I feel like a lot of people won't get it unless they really experience it. So my family was around me, and the nurse came in and said that she was going to take me to the mental unit, and my mom wasn't having it, and she was trying to fight the nurse, and the police had to like restrain her. And I told my mom, I was like, Mom, it's okay, and just let me go. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna leave this for another video, because in there is what really changed me. A lot of stuff happened. I met a lot of special individuals in there, and it was good. It was a good getaway, because I was gone for a week. I didn't have no cell phone, no connection to the outside world, and I just lived in the moment, kind of in there. And again, a lot of stuff happened, so that'll be an interesting video. When I got out, the first thing I did, besides when I came home, I was cuddling up with my pets. I watched The Dark Knight Rises again. That's honestly one of my favorite movies. I can watch that 1,000 times, and every single time I watch it, I get inspired to like rise up and like, you know, return even better. And in that moment, I was just like, you know what? It's time to make some lifestyle changes, man. So I had to basically, all last year, it was just me unlearning everything I knew and relearning, you know. I stopped taking medication. I was like, you know what, it's not working. I was on and off for 7 years. It's not doing the trick. So I stopped taking the medication, started doing yoga, guided meditation. I started doing intermediate fasting. I did a 50-hour water cleanse. Took a trip to Toronto with a friend, and that was a nice getaway. I started learning about like consciousness, subconsciousness, energy, reading a lot of self-help books, watching a lot of videos about mental health and stuff. Again, it's just something like woke up. I felt like it was like a third, it's weird. It's like a third eye kind of opened up for me. It's like before, like I only saw this, and now it was like I was seeing like a lot more stuff that's like right in your face, but I feel like a lot of people, it just goes over their head. I originally was gonna go become a pescatarian, but besides sushi, like I never really ate fish, so I was like, you know, I'll just go straight vegetarian. And since it's been a year, it was 2 weeks ago was a year, and honestly, I feel so much better before. Like I've seen and read stuff that'll make you guys not want to eat your fast food anymore. But I understand it's hard for people, but it's just all chemicals and bad stuff. It's not good. I quit McDonald's finally, and I recently went there to get my T4, but since when I quit, I stayed away. I didn't go back. I had to cut ties with some people that I used to work with, not in a bad way, just like not to get roped into like wanting to go back again, you know. I just really focused on myself. I spent more time with my friend, my sister, my family, and my pets. I really cut porn and like looking at females in certain ways, you know, like social media. I had to take a 2-month social media break because everywhere, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, girls half naked shaking her ass, you know. And then with this generation, with music, every song's about fucking, you know, drugs, killing. You have all these reality TV shows when it's giving people a fake sense of love, and they think they know what it is, but they really don't. And it's not good, man. I'm all for encouraging females to feel comfortable with how they look, but how we're going about it, I don't think it's right. I don't, even at work at the gym, I don't look at anybody. I'm always just focused because I don't want my eyes to wander off and like, oh, because it was always like, oh damn, look at that girl in the tight leggings, you know. Every time I'm at work, a pretty girl walks by and somebody will tap me like, Joe, you see that? You see that? I was like, yeah, like, I've got that out of my mind. This is like, I don't care. I'm not all for it. And I know it can go the other way around. Because I don't think I'm big, but I have friends, like my girlfriends, like always like, oh Joe, like, oh, you need to show your muscles more and stuff. But it's just, I just like covering up because I don't want to give that same energy, you know. I got tattoos. They all have special meanings, and I try my best to live by those ideals. And I think it's been working. It's been working. Traveling. I started doing a lot of traveling, hiking. I went to California in November with a good friend of mine, and it was the best time of my life. I really thought Windsor was it for me. Like I was never getting travel anywhere. I felt like I was stuck, and I got to Los Angeles and San Diego. It was just a great time. Everybody was super nice, positive energy. I met a lot of people also traveling, and that was good. Made a lot of new friends. Experienced so much. I live in a small city called Windsor, man, and they only have a casino and a bunch of nightclubs. If you're not in school, working in the hospital, or at the Chrysler plant, which I was lucky to get in, like there's nothing else here. And ironically, I'm actually getting laid off in a couple months because they're cutting their third shift. So you have to get rid of all the new people to make space, you know. And again, I understand it. Old me probably would have took this for another reason to kill myself. Like, oh man, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I still don't really know what I'm gonna do now, but again, it's just, I'm not worried about it anymore. It's just, I'm in control of my thoughts and stuff, and I understand, and it's just, you know what, it's okay. I'll just move on. There's a lot of family stuff going on, but like that's super personal stuff even than this. But again, I'm handling it, and you know, I feel good. And the last thing I guess is character building. Even before the lifestyle changes, all my life I never knew who I was. So what I've been doing when I watch all these movies and stuff, I'm pretty much copying, mimicking actors, celebrities, protagonists, like movies, animes, TV shows, and just how to be a good person. That like copying how they walk, talk, facial expressions, how they handle situations. I know how to avoid things. I know what to say to people. I know what not to say to people to burden them and bother them, you know. And it works weirdly. Then sometimes I try to copy my friends in real life, like telling like inappropriate jokes or like how they get girls and stuff, you know. And I test it out, and for me, besides my white people jokes, and everything else kind of fails, so that's weird too. So I don't know about that, but all in all, I'm in a so much better place than I was before. And again, I think it's just more of like a third eye just open for me, and I just see things clearly. Things that didn't make sense to me before make sense now, and things that made sense to me back then don't make sense. And I'm like super baffled like how we've gotten to this point. It's kind of sad. I feel like we're doing the opposite of what we're supposed to be doing. I feel like we're supposed to be learning, growing, and preserving life, not taking it away, not hurting each other, not bullying, not judging, you know. But again, we're too used to this now. We call it normal. It's bad. There's dark evil forces out there, man. You can call them whatever you want, but it's just plain evil. This is bad, and people like these people, they have the power to fix things, and you know, they just allow things. Everything happens for a reason, and they're not the way like people say, oh, it's all part of God's plan. Yeah, yes, and like no, and like there's things going on that you guys do not know about unless you do super research and you're very mindful. Examples is this little things you wouldn't think you think you get, and you just think it's normal. Like why are we allowing people to smoke still if we know this leads to lung cancer? Like fast foods, and like everyone should know by now, like the food is not good, but we still allow them to go become overweight, and then they have all these health problems and stuff. But then if you're not working in a government job, you can't afford health care, you're out of luck, you know. It's just things don't make sense, man. This virus going around, you know, like people really understand like your body is really important. Your brain and your body are very important. Like I think the virus is killing people, right? But it's really it's just you have a weak immune system. Like you're not really healthy. And again, it's not our fault. It's just we've kind of been lied to, brainwashed, and like we've been bamboozled in a way, you know. But really, like all you gotta do is just take care of yourself, man. Take care of yourself so others don't have to take care of you, and then they can worry about taking care of themselves. And if everyone takes care of themselves, there'll be literally no problems, man. You'll be able to control your thoughts in your head, man. The thing, like, it sucks, man. I feel, in a way, I still feel kind of alone because like I'm this new person. I don't want to like leave my friends, you know, that don't think the same as me, or like my parents or my siblings, you know. And that's originally that's how I was thinking about, you know, like every time they eat like meat and stuff, like, oh fuck, like I know they're gonna die, you know, like at first it was bad thoughts, but my new mindset, I'm able to control it, you know, and I feel like I'm giving off good energy. Again, that's another video I'll talk about. Like there's so much stuff we don't know, but we're capable of, and this is the cure, man. You'll get it, man. You just gotta be careful of what you're filling your head with and what you're filling your stomach with, you know. So really, like, again, you can still party, you can still do whatever you like. If you can still be on social media, I don't care if you go and doing surgeries and stuff. If you want to feel good about yourself and you feel like it's necessary to do something, that's okay. Go ahead, do it. No judging or anything, but do it for you. Don't do it for other people. All right. I got so many videos for you guys. This might not be the same. Again, this is my first video, so this might not be the normal setup. I have multiple cameras, so I'm gonna mess around, change things around. Movie reviews, trailer reactions, video game, manga, anime content. I'm slowly going plant-based soon, so I'll be doing a lot of meal prepping, dieting stuff, workout tutorials, hiking vlogs, travel vlogs. I'm doing a podcast soon. I still have a few more things to get, so it'll probably be like another month, and then I'll have like guests, you know. And I'm trying to keep this like Windsor-based, Toronto area, but obviously it's going on YouTube, so everyone in the world's gonna see it. But again, feel free to share this with anybody you think needs to hear it. Again, I'm here for you guys. I know some people can't afford therapy and psychiatry, so I've experienced. I have little knowledge in that, so I can technically be your free, you know, person you can talk to. So yeah, thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe. You gotta make all these accounts. You gotta support Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, Letterboxd. It'll be a good time, guys. So it's a new decade. Let's make it good. Let's kick their ass. Have a good day.